Kathy. And Kyle said that she was in shock at the Mauricia at the PK and Dorit scene. Again, I don't really want to get into the show because we are going to cover that during the recaps. Um, we owe you a Beverly Hills recap, but that they're really showing a lot. And this is not the Dorit and PK that she knows. Kyle said she's not surprised about Teddy because they speak every single day. So why would she be surprised about Teddy? Andy asked her at FanFest, why aren't you mentioning Morgan's name? She said, I was asked not to. Also, when we do the recap, we can talk about, yes, that Mauricio replaced the picture of Kyle on his desk with his Dancing with the Stars partner. Shout out to Joey Graziati from The Bachelor, who is so cute, who won Dancing with the Stars. As cute as Joey is, I think Stephen Pummelhorse guy, way cuter. Stephen Orowski, so cute. That little Stephen. So I think he should have won. I predicted he would win. I was wrong, but I also said Melissa Gorga would never be back on New Jersey Housewives. And now I kind of have at least 50% of my money on her coming back next season. Oh God, can you imagine if they just reboot the whole thing? I don't think that's where they're going. But Teresa, they ain't afraid to make moves, girl. Teresa must wake up in the middle of the night with her goddamn pants soiled. I mean, she's got to be nervous. I'd be nervous, but here's the thing. I said this recently. Everyone loved it. What is that saying about like that which you can't control shouldn't be in your mind? Something like that. Like basically, you shouldn't waste a minute thinking about something you can't control. Like other people's opinions or comments about you, let them be. Erika Jayne has done an interview saying, she's good with Garcelle and Sutton. She stands by the fact that she says, they don't show who they really are, and she wishes that they would open up the way she does, but she's good with both of them, and she'd love to get closer to them. She also said, Erika Jayne, she has never seen Miss Richards this upset. Kyle is very, very upset. And that she's never seen Kyle this upset. And as she is with the season with Dorit, and she's been friends with her forever. She was also asked, will Beverly Hills survive without Kyle? Very good question. And Erika said the same thing that I always say, the sum of the whole is greater than its parts. Okay, she didn't say that exactly, but she says she thinks any franchise out there, no matter what, can always survive without whoever the quote unquote number one on the call sheet is. Now, mind you, if Kyle Richards were let go from Beverly Hills, number one on the call sheet would be Erika Jayne. She's the second longest running Beverly Hills housewife. But you know what? Kyle ain't going anywhere. Teresa, hi scumbag lawyer. Lawyer is such a scumbag. But it could survive without anyone. I agree with Erika Jayne. So just be careful, Teresa. You might be back, girl. You might be back. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Nor do I really give a fuck. I mean, I do because I'd like to watch a season without Teresa, but we'll recap it regardless. Um, I don't even understand what else I'm trying to say here. I'm reading my own notes. I do not even understand. Brings power, self-made. Oh, Boz. Erika also spoke out about Boz, saying Boz brings power to Beverly Hills. She is a self-made woman. She has an incredible personal story. She's really intense. Her story is intense. And she did great in corporate America. And she's doing great. I mean, again, I had very mixed feelings about Boz coming in. I had seen past interviews she's done, very corporate. And I was like, oh, Jesus, I can't stand that type of corporate mumbo jumbo. But Boz is a chameleon. Is she a Gemini like I am? And she just realizes just because she has the corporate past, this is a whole different skill set. She's doing great, Boz. I fucking love Boz. I really fucking love Boz. So when Kathy and Sutton, everyone said that she was, on fire at a great addition, they were not joking. Now, Eric also said Jennifer Tilly, that Jennifer Tilly is so interesting to watch, that she would be in the zone filming scenes with Tilly and yet just couldn't believe how interesting Tilly was to watch. I kind of agree. I find her, to be very interesting. Andy said, let's not forget, she's also filthy, filthy rich. She was married to one of the creators of The Simpsons and apparently got a third of his fortune when they divorced. He was very generous. Erika said that Tilly is unpredictable and she just loves staring at her. Let's remember that she's an Oscar nominee and a poker player. I forgot that. I always forget that she did all that poker stuff and won all that money. She's one of the on every time celebrity poker and all that. So, and finally, Erika said she has not finalized her divorce. And she's, not really worried about that. Tom is going to be sentenced this month. Well, today's the 30th. Today's the 30th. So really next month he's going to be sentenced, and she's not finalized her divorce, but she has way bigger things to worry about. I mean, that means she's like never going to finalize her divorce. And it also means that she says, I never need to marry again. Hallelujah, Erika Jayne, that she never needs to legally be bound to anyone ever again. And I would agree with that. So that's a very smart thing for Erika to say. And that is that. So here, I mean, Potomac, I'm still liking Potomac and very excited for the return of Southern Charm in the new year. I do think January, I mean, the next up has to be Atlanta. I'm smelling it. I'm smelling Atlanta for maybe January. And I'm thinking maybe by the end of January, we'll have Atlanta back and we will have an announcement on New Jersey. That's just what my gut is sensing. Atlanta will be back and we will have an announcement on New Jersey by the end of January. Not necessarily the beginning February, I mean, December, let's just get, oh, and then Miami too, but Miami is after all that. I don't think Miami will be coming back before March. I mean, they're still filming. So I think Atlanta's next as far as an announcement in January. And I think, well, actually, I think Atlanta could be announced in December and return in January. They usually do like a month in advance. I think Atlanta will be announced in December and return in January. And I think that the future of New Jersey will be announced late January. And then maybe Miami will be announced in February and return in March. Those are my predictions. Happy Thanksgiving. I know a lot of people don't do a show on Thanksgiving weekend, but I couldn't leave you guys hanging. And hopefully you love this. Hopefully you had a great Thanksgiving. Hopefully you were thankful this year. Hopefully it was a good year. For those of you that had a good year, I'm so happy. You deserve it. And if you haven't had a good year, 31 more fucking days, guys. And then, I mean, I had a great year. This really, for me, was the best year I've had in a really long time for so many reasons. But, yeah, if you haven't had a good year, 31 more days, 32 more days, and it starts all over again. So don't hold next year. Don't hold your shit from this year till next year. Let it go. Start thinking about your New Year's resolutions. I love you all. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays. Have a